To find out the difference between the default width and height of the p tag and the span tag, let's do a comparison experiment. Inside the p tag, we put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And inside the span tag, we put the same content, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We then set a default background color to P and span tag. Let's see the result. In terms of height, the P tag and the span tag are exactly the same. So, who is deciding their height? A very obvious guess would be the content they wrap. Let's set a bigger font size and see if the P tag and the span tag can grow any taller. Setting font size requires the CSS property font size. Don't forget the hyphen. Font size is usually measured by px, meaning pixel. Let's set the font size to 100px and see what happens. We can see both the P and span tag have gone higher. So now take out your pen and notebook, because we've got a very important conclusion to take down. The default height of block and inline tags are decided by the contents they wrap. And that's it for default height. Let's now take a look at the default width. Apparently, the P tag is much wider than the span tag. The P tag is as wide as the browser window, but the span tag is only as wide as its content. If we add more content into the span tag will become wider. So now, take out your notebook and pen again, because you've got another very important note to take down. The default width of inline tag is the same as its contents. Wider contents mean a wider inline tag. Narrower contents mean a narrower inline tag. But what about the default width of block tags? Are they the same as the browser window? No. The answer is most certainly no. The default width of a block tag is actually a rather complicated issue. A HTML code is a very strict hierarchical system. One HTML tag either wraps or is wrapped by another HTML tag. Therefore, we can use the parent tag, grandparent tag, child tag, and grandchild tag to describe the relationship among all HTML tags in one HTML file. A parent tag is particularly important. In the future, when you are learning more complicated CSS properties, you will often need to analyze the selected HTML tag's parent or even grandparent tag. In the program we are using, the P tag is directly and immediately wrapped inside the body tag. In this case, the P tag's parent tag is the body tag. The default width of a block tag is decided by its parent tag. Therefore, in this case, the P tag's width is decided by the body tag. And importantly, the body tag is set by default to be as wide as the browser window. Therefore, the result we saw is that the P tag is of the same width as the browser window. If we wrap the P tag inside another block tag, such as div, then the body tag will become the P tag's grandparent tag, not the parent tag. In this example, the P tag's width will be the same as the div tag. And if we set a width to the div tag, we can see that the P tag will no longer be as wide as the browser window. We have now learnt the default width and height of block and inline tags. The next question is, can we control their width and height? Controlling width and height requires the CSS property height and width. Let's try the p tag first. We set its width to 300 pixels and its height to 300 pixels. If we can control its size, we should be able to get a red square on our browser. And we did. Let's set the same width and height to the span tag to see if we can get the same result. No, we didn't. The width and height of the span tag stayed the same. Our width and height settings have been ignored. Once again, take out your notebook and pen. Take down this very important conclusion. A block tag's width and height can be controlled by you in CSS. Inline tag's width and height are completely decided by its contents. Your width and height setting will be ignored. Once again, remember, do not set width and height to inline tags.